see that it's close to youngest people and it might do a good work and continue the work started by Francis.
And what about you? Is that what you want as well? What's important for you in a pope?
Yeah, I also hope Zuppi can be the new pope, also for a reason of Italian pride, but also I think that Pizzaballa could be a good pope for the historic people, historic moment.
And I'm just going to stop you because I keep seeing people putting their phones up. It's a bit like the false alarms with the smoke now. We're getting the false alarms of the
It's
balcony.
gonna be the Asian one or the black one. I hope it's the black one.
Yeah, I was going home and I think it was going to be this evening at 7 or maybe also later. And then I see all these people running and say, let's go, and I started with excitement.
And what do you think you'll do when he finally emerges? Do you think you'll cheer or just be
It
shocked?
depends if it's the black one.
I think that we all need to be supportive for hoping to continue the work of Francis and also to cheer the new pope. I think that whoever comes from that door will be, with open arms, like cheered. I don't know.
Welcome.
Welcome, yeah.
So it's a big day for you guys.
Of course. I mean, for everybody here, I think.
Thank you so much for speaking to me. And I think that's really interesting. You know, younger people here, younger Italians. This is so similar to what so many young Italians have told me over the last few days. They want an Italian pope. Pizzaballa and Cardinal Zuppi are two front runners, it seems, with the younger generation. Of course, a generation that the church needs to bring in. Whether the cardinals have agreed and chosen either of those men remains to be seen. But really, again, the tension's building up here in the square. We've had the smoke, now we're waiting for the balcony.
Yes, Siobhan, they won't have long to wait now. It's over an hour now since the white smoke, and so we will see who it is fairly shortly. And there is a small bit of news that has come out of the Vatican, and that is that the man elected has accepted to become the 267th Pope, which, well, probably not a foregone conclusion, but he said the word accepto.
Yes, acipio. I imagine he spoke in Italian, but he might have said it in Latin.
He would have done that before the white smoke occurred, but what we know has happened is that, because we've been told by Vatican sources, is that His Holiness the Pope has now received the homage from all 132 cardinals in the Sistine Chapel, who elected him with more than two-thirds majority to be their Supreme Pontiff. So we are now clear. He is properly dressed in the white cassock, ready to be presented. But what will be occurring is that the door will open from the Sistine Chapel. We won't see this. And the proto-deacon with his responsibility will pass now up to the balcony. And here is the moment.
Who's it gonna be? Oh my god, is it gonna be the Asian one?
Annuncio vobis gaudium magnum. Habemus papam.
We have a pope.
Eminentissimum, ac reverendissimum Dominum, Dominum Robertum Franciscum, Sancte Romane Ecclesiae, Cardinalem Prevost.
Cardinal Maprebost.
Qui sibi nomen imposuit Leonem decimum quartum.
will be called Leonem Decimum Fourth. Leonem Decimum Fourth.
Is that the new Pope? Is the new Pope coming? Wait, I'm so confused.
Well, there we are. There has never been a pope from the United States.
Isn't that incredible?
But there is now. Robert Francis Prevost is the new pope. He is 69 years old, born in Chicago, and he served actually 2 decades in Peru, but we are seeing history. We are about to see history, Father. What do you make of that?
Well, it's amazing to have an American who, granted, is a very international, he was a missionary, and he's a member of a religious order. So that's significant
There's
as
Robert
well.
the Pope.
That we've now had 2 popes in succession who are members of religious orders as opposed to diocesan priests. I understand that he's fluent in probably 5 or 6 languages, and he just most recently served in the Congregation of Bishops, so that he would have Leo the 14th, Pope Leo the 14th.
So he will be called Leo the 14th. So Cardinal Robert Prevost, the first American Pope, and he will be Leo the 14th.
They've put out the balcony awning, and very shortly those curtains will open again, and led by the cross and candles, Pope Leo the 14th will be brought out to receive his peoples and the followers of the Roman Catholic faith.
And Robert Prevost, originally from Chicago, serves as the head of the church's dicastery for bishops.
Right.
A powerful position.
Well, yes, he's appointing bishops all around the world. I mean, of course, the Pope is
Which means he oversees the selection of bishops.
He does.
He now oversees a lot more.
Yes, he does. It's important to note that he has chosen the name Leo the 14th. Leo the 13th was the Pope during the Industrial Revolution, was probably most well known for his teaching on social matters, especially Rerum Novarum, which was really an alternative to communism, defense of the family and workers.
And Prevost is, well, he's seen as progressive on many social issues.
Yes, I think cautiously progressive. I don't know that he certainly won't have the personality of Francis, but I don't know. There are very few in that conclave who did. He could be somewhat progressive on some matters, but from what I understand, he's liked by a number of more conservative Catholics as well. So this represents probably a compromise candidate.
And they wait. And we wait to see the new Pope emerge. And it is Pope Leon the 14th. What do you read into the choice of name, Father?
I think it's significant because this was the Pope at the end of the 19th century who really was a theologian, a very deep thinker, who taught about the importance of the family and the dignity of work. A very significant historic figure, and if the intention of Pope Leo now is to continue that work, then it gives us an indication of his direction. The thing to look at now is to see how he's chosen to dress. You know, it may seem superficial, but it might be a real indication if he's wearing the red mozzetta and if he moves back into the Apostolic Palace.
He's been described beforehand as a potential middle-of-the-road alternative
Yes.
to those backing either
Right.
the style of Pope Francis or a return to a more conservative path. So it would appear they've gone for someone who straddles.
As I say, a
both
compromise
sides.
candidate, one who is relatively young. I don't know, is he
69, I think.
69?
I think,
okay.
yes.
Well, as a 73-year-old, that's relatively young.
Yes. And age matters. There was a lot of talk of an Italian pope, the Patriarch of Jerusalem, who was only 60, and
Yes.
people were saying that was too young. But
Yes.
69.
But the Italians got their Italian-American, at least. I'm moved by that as an Italian-American myself.
To be clear, in Latin, the name is Leone, but in English it is Leo. So he is His Holiness Pope Leo XIV. For those watching Sky News, it is a remarkable moment for the new Pope, and what an awe-inspiring responsibility he now faces. When he comes onto the balcony, he will be led by cross and candlesticks, and he will then stand on his own silently while the national anthem of Italy and the papal anthem is played. But I don't think we're going to hear that, because the crowd will react to seeing their new Pope in the usual way.
So the Cardinal, the new Pope, is a member of the Order of St. Augustine.
Mum, it's over. It's ruined. It's ruined. It's ruined. The American government, the Pope's some random American guy. He hasn't been revealed yet. It's all rigged. It's some random fucking American bloke called Robert.
All the balconies either side of
Some random. He
Loggia
hasn't been
blessings
revealed
are
yet.
packed with
Yes, it's rigged. It's all
done their work.
something like that. He's Leo.
And he's American.
He's American. J.D. Vance killed
Pope Leo
the other Pope to put his puppet in control.
Wow.
It's only been 2 days. It normally takes 5.
We are about to witness
Bye.
history. The first American Pope will step out onto that balcony and address
Robert, just Robert.
bless the crowds.
His first apostolic blessing, which he will give in Latin, and which will be the first of his city in the world, Urbi et Orbi. And it was the Urbi et Orbi apostolic blessing that was the last Pope Francis gave on Easter Day, so recently in our memory. The anticipation out there for the crowd, for the cardinals who have done their work, the strain on them with the responsibilities that they had is now over. Their prayerful listening for the Roman Catholic belief in the Holy Spirit has played its part, and the Roman Catholic Church now has His Holiness Pope Leo XIV to lead it forward into the future and into this wonderful sunlit piazza outside St. Peter's in Rome. So close to where St. Peter was crucified will come the new Pope.
Ugh.